Now we're back with royal editor Russell Myers as the Queen, of course, makes front pages this morning following her appearance at Windsor Castle last night, officially kicking off all the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Didn't expect she was there. It was a wee bit of a surprise that she turned up.
A last-minute addition, and we've been sort of cooing over these images of the Queen.
She looks brilliant.
She looked resplendent, radiant. How many more superlatives have we got? I mean, I think she looked absolutely amazing last night. She was in her element, of course, because not only in her backyard, just down the road from the castle, didn't have to travel very far.
She's always good.
But look at her. She turned up looking at sort of the sort of jewelled shawl she's wearing. Was able to walk a little bit. She did have to take a lift up to her seat, I'm told, but she was super happy. She was cheering on all the horses, and look at these just beautiful photos as well.
Anything to do with horses.
Indeed.
She's very happy. Because we did see her earlier on in the weekend, didn't we? Another event.
Yes. Well, we've had a pull out of a couple of sort of high-profile events, I suppose. But the big one last week being the state opening of Parliament. But she was able to go to the Royal Windsor Hall show that was on ITV. Millions of people saw it. Loads of people in the crowds loving it as well. 1,300 performers, 500 horses from as far away as Azerbaijan.
She'd love all that.
Oh, she'd absolutely...
In her element.
In her element.
In her element, she would be.
And I think, you know, she has had these mobility problems. They are ongoing.
She's 96.
She is 96, so we're going to have to give her a bit of slack. And things like the state opening of Parliament, she would have had to be there for an hour. It's a bit of a big journey getting into London.
Oh, who needs it?
Exactly.
Who needs it?
I know Jolly made a big joke, actually. It was a little bit controversial, but he said, we're thankful that you sort of sacked off the state opening of Parliament and came to visit us indeed. So...
Well, indeed, yes. And why wouldn't you? Now, as you said, it was star-studded. Lots of people paying really sincere...
Yes.
You know, sincere thanks to the Queen. And she did look really happy. I loved when Helen Mirren, who was dressed as Queen Elizabeth I, looking very regal and very resplendent, and of course has played the Queen in the movie. And look at that. That was what Queen Elizabeth wore at Tilbury, wasn't it, during the Spanish Armada? I mean, it was good, and I think the Queen was really moved.
She was. I mean, there were several instances where I thought she was potentially tearing up for a bit. One of those was Lady Louise Windsor, who came in the Duke of Edinburgh's carriage. She's taken on that sport from him. And I think that this is, you know, not only the opening of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, we're all wondering if the Queen is going to make it.
Right.
But this is really, really positive. She looks on fine form. She will be doing everything that she can because we've got loads of big events coming up. Trooping of the colour.
Horses.
More horses. So she definitely wanted to be the
basically,
the Epsom Derby, more horses.
She just goes down going, there's a horse. OK, I'm going.
Pretty much, I think. And then there'll be a couple of big balcony moments, of course.
Sure.
And we've got a big party at Buckingham Palace, so there is plenty to look forward to.
I'm
sure the Queen will definitely want to be there.
Loads going on, which is fantastic. I mean, if you don't know what to get her, maybe you get her a wee tiny baby horse.
Oh, I think she's got a few of those.
I know,
but
she might want more. And a wee basket of corgi puppies. I don't know. Then she would be dead happy. So now on to other things that weren't so lovely. Prince William booed by it has to be a small section.
Yeah.
They've made an awful lot of this. It's made a lot of the papers, a lot of discussion about this, that Prince William was booed at the FA Cup final this weekend. It was during the national anthem.
Well, it was during the national anthem, and then he was meeting the players. I mean, it was just, as I said, a small section of the fans.
Yeah.
A lot made about this. I mean, I wish I could clear it up, but it's still a bit woolly as to why it happened.
Sure.
Was it an anti-establishment thing? Some people suggesting it was something to do with the Hillsborough disaster. 97 fans, obviously, big campaign against the sort of anti-establishment movement. I don't know, is what... and some people said this had happened previously. I've watched many FA Cup finals in the past, and I can't remember it happening. So I think possibly a mountain out of a molehill, but a bit unfortunate for William to be dragged into this, I think.
Yeah, I do. And you know what? I think he's the kind of guy that you just would say, right, OK, move on.
Yeah,
you know,
I think he'll shrug it off and move on.
Fine.
And then, like we were speaking about him visiting our Deborah, you know, just at the weekend, there are bigger things at play on his mind, I'm sure.
No, very, very much so. There was quite an interesting thing. Now, Eurovision, how fantastic
was
Eurovision?
Indeed, yes, we loved it.
It was great, wasn't it brilliant? And to see Britain getting points.
Yeah, we're not used to that, definitely not.
I didn't quite know where to put myself, didn't quite know what to do with it. But a lot of people actually pointed that there's a Princess Beatrice look-alike.
Well, I mean, have you seen? This is the Icelandic bass player, Elizabeth, and Graham Norton even made a bit of a comment saying,
"Oh, crikey,
it's
she
nice
does.
of Beatrice to turn up." She does actually look like her. We saw Beatrice at the Royal Windsor Hall show herself standing in for the Queen last week. So, yeah.
Not
of a fashion, I think.
Not bad at all. And you know what? It's so interesting about the Royals because Charles and Camilla, they're going off to do a big thing that you're going to be with.
I'm in Canada tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, very early flights going to Canada. They are relentless at the moment.
There's a lot going on.
There's an awful lot going
Isn't
on.
there?
Definitely we feel like we're on a bit of a hamster wheel at the moment. But we're going to get to the Platinum Jubilee. I just think, you know, a lot of people were wondering if the Queen was going to make it last night. Is she going to make the events that are coming up? But listen, she looked resplendent last night, and I think there's a lot to be positive about. I'm all about positivity.
There is, and like I said, it was great to see her, and it was actually lovely for people. This is the thing I think about all of this and the Jubilee and everything that's going on. It is a chance to say thank you.
Yes.
Now, I know not everybody is behind the monarchy, and that's fine. And isn't it great that we live somewhere where you can say, I'm not that bothered, or if you go to a football match, you can boo. You know, you can do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean?
It's you know, that's our privilege of living here.
That's okay. If that's what you want to do, people might disagree, and of course they're allowed to do that too.
I think Her Majesty summed it up, and he said, even if you're not a monarchist, you must recognise the tremendous dedication to service that Her Majesty has given us.
Sure.
And regardless of your views, then this is it's just a wonderful spectacle. The whole show last night, there's going to be thousands and thousands of millions of people on the streets. You know, and a fantastic opportunity to have a street party, and who doesn't like a party?
Well, exactly, and there's a holiday as well.
Yes, there's an extra bank holiday. What more do you want?
The pubs are opening early. It's all going on. Just give the Queen lots of horses. Yeah. Just have horses galore. That'll be the bestest thing. But it was absolutely fantastic. It really was. Russell, thank you so much, and just great to see those images of the Queen. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.